Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you guys how to make some super cute DIYs for back to school. And I think that this is actually my favorite video that I've done so far for back to school because I am going to show you guys how to make your own letterboard. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to do calligraphy and also make super cute watercolor and other cute supplies for back to school. Before we get started, make sure to go down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I post or have another giveaway. And also make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up for back to school videos. And let's get started. To make this first DIY, all you're going to need is just a notebook and some scrapbook paper, and I found this really cute one at Michael's. Then what I'm going to do is just cut it out to the size of the notebook, and I am going to double-sided tape it on. You can also just regular glue or hot glue it on, but I just decided to double-sided tape it because I was too impatient to just wait for it to dry. But seriously guys, next step is going to be just taking a calligraphy pen, and I got this one at Michael's, and it wasn't actually that expensive. It was just a Tombow brush pen, and I think it was only like $4, and it works so good and even has a fine tip. So how you can do calligraphy, you can either do fake calligraphy with just a normal pen by just filling in the downstrokes, or what you can do is just follow this. First, start off on the upstrokes. Just make them as thin as possible by putting as light pressure on it. And whenever you have a downstroke, whenever you're doing cursive, just make it thicker than you usually would. Then what I'm doing is I'm just going to create a layering effect by taking my title of the notebook, putting it on some lavender paper, and creating a border, and then I'm going to double-sided tape it onto the notebook. And there we go, we have this super cute notebook that you can use anytime, and I'm going to take this one to school and use it for math. The second DIY, or life hack in this case, is just taking some washi tape, and I got a bunch of them at Michael's, but you have to make sure that they are thicker so that they cover all of the keys. What I'm going to do is just going to take my keyboard that is connected to a computer, so make sure before you start you unplug it so that it doesn't keep turning on and off, because that happened to me a lot. What you're going to do is just trim the washi tape to the size of the keyboard, and the width actually fit pretty perfectly with the keys, but all I needed to do was just tuck in the height underneath the keys, and it turned out really cute. I think that this would look better on a white keyboard, but if you guys have black keyboards or whatever you want, then it would still turn out pretty cool. The third DIY that we are going to be making is just taking some paper clips and making them into the cutest paperclip bookmark hearts ever. And this literally only takes 1 second. All you're going to need to do is take your paperclip and make sure that the smaller part is in the back. Then what you're going to do is make sure that the long side of the paperclip is on the left, the cut half is on the right. Then you're going to bend over the longer part to make a heart, and that the cut half is sticking out. And here's a little tutorial on the screen. These are really cute and simple and easy to stick onto anything, and you can even use these as bookmarks, which is what I did. Make our awesome watercolor creation, first you're going to start off by taking an empty soap container and filling it up with water, making sure that there's no soap still left in it. Have some watercolor paints, and also have a folder that is kind of plasticky so that it won't blend into the paints, and also a piece of paper. First, decide what colors that you're going to do, and I just decided to do one with purples and blues. After you put a bit of paint on the folder, then squirt some of the water on it to make it more watercolory. Then what I'm going to do after I blended most of it with water was I did a few dots around the sides, then I took my paper and pressed it onto it. This will give us a really cool watercolor background. Then let it dry. And because our folder is kind of plasticky, it will just wipe off with a paper towel and it's all clean. I decided to also do this with some of the lighter colors and more fall-like colors, and make sure that you do this for another DIY in the future, and I just decided to get ahead. So make sure that you do all the steps, and this one looked really cool because I blended it and then made it all swirly. Then press your paper on it and let it dry, and we'll have this for a later DIY in this video. To make this your notebook cover, what you're going to need to do is just take the dried watercolor painting and you're going to trace it out to the size of your notebook. Then I just cut it out, making sure to trim off the excess. I'm pretty sure you guys get the idea by now, but if you don't, here we go again. Great job, me. Now I'm thinking of Mamma Mia, here we go again. Let's just keep going on the DIY. Then you're just going to double-sided tape on your watercolor painting onto your notebook and add a calligraphy quote, and I think that this turned out so cute, and I'm actually using this for a doodle notebook, so it turned out perfectly. Hey, remember when I said that we were going to use this watercolor in a future DIY? I meant this one. So all you're going to need is just a white folder, some washi tape, and the watercolor that we made in the last DIY. What I did was just taped on the watercolor using some really cute washi tape that matched the color theme, and that's about it for this DIY. If you guys want to be super extra, and of course I do, I mean, come on. What you're going to need to do is just find a cute quote on Pinterest and then write it in calligraphy, and that's exactly what I did. This DIY is so simple, but I think it looks super cute, and I'm definitely going to use it in the future. The last and most epic DIY, all you guys are going to need is just some of this cardboard, and what I did was I took a cardboard box and I ripped off the top layer so that you were left with the bumpy side underneath, and this is going to be the key for our letterboard. Then you're also going to need 5 rainbow pieces of felt, or you could just use one plain piece, but I just decided to do rainbow. Then what I did was I traced out 3 inches on each of them because my cardboard piece was 10 inches, each one evenly spaced. You are also going to need a frame, and I just got mine at Michael's, and it was really cute and white, and I think it was perfect. And mine was just 8 inches by 10 inches, and this was the perfect size. Now, in order to make your letterboard, all you're going to need to do was first start off by putting the end of your felt on the edge of the cardboard. Then on each of the little indents in the cardboard, you're going to put a line of hot glue inside the dent, then put the felt over it, then put a thick ruler over it so that it makes it bumpy, so that the felt goes down into each of the ridges. Just watch this and you guys will understand. Just repeat this with all of the colors until you're done and trim off the excess. Now you can just put it right into your frame and make sure that you trim it off so that the frame backing can go on it as well. Now what you're going to do is just take some of the original letterboard letters, or you could just take some stickers, and my letterboard letters did not come in time, so I just used these stickers that I got from Michael's, and I think that these turned out so much better than just using the regular letterboard letters. And the easy thing about this is that you can spell out almost anything, and I just did a cute little quote about being happy and all this stuff. And that is it for this DIY. It is so cute, and I hope you guys try this out. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, give it a big thumbs up and go down below and subscribe so that you get notified every single time that I post a video, because I may or may not have a bonus video before next Wednesday. So make sure that you do that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!